recently I came back from traveling. I came back to Barcelona after 7 months of traveling through Europe. I went also to the US, and it was all very exciting, you know. And I'm at this point, the last travel to Bali was amazing and very soothing. No big adventures, just grounding myself again, spoiling myself, treating myself, enjoying Bali energy. And when I came back to Barcelona, I realized, hey, I need stability again. Yes, I need grounding. I need to figure things out, because I've been processing my father's sudden death that happened about 2 years ago now. And I'm a little, when we get closer to the date, it was in April, I always feel a little melancholic and sentimental. And yeah, so right now I'm in a transition, I would say, although it's already been almost 2 years. I feel it's already been 2 years being in a transition. So I really want to integrate more things and to say, hey, okay, this time of processing or grieving, even this very heavy time is over. Obviously, you always keep integrating. It never ends. That's something you integrate in your life.
It's a constant process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still, I feel it's like it feels like a cycle is closing.
Yeah.
After 2 years.
It took such a long time. But was he the first big loss that you've had in your life? The first person that is really close to you that you've lost?
I would say yes, because he was family. He was my father.
Yes.
And yeah, I still have my mom and my brother. But yeah, also my grandparents all died before. So, but yeah, of course, this one is closer to the heart. It hurts. It really hurt, and it came out of the blue. And I was here in Barcelona, and it took me a while to go there and to, yeah.
That must be super difficult. And how did you try to process the grief at first? Like, this sudden death is definitely not the easiest thing. It's super unpredictable, just out of the blue.
Yes.
And how did you go through it? How did you try to process what is happening? What went through you?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really know. So my body reacted, and I got sick for a week. I could not travel there because I got sick. And after a week of realizing it and also talking to friends and colleagues, I'm super happy that I am grateful for my friends. The next day, after I've heard, the next day I went out, I was seeing them, and I said, let's celebrate my dad's life. I don't need to, and even if I needed to cry, that's also okay. For me, the first thing that I knew to do was to be grateful for the time I had with him and to celebrate and to think, hey, my dad also would want that I celebrate and that I continue my life. Of course, you have your own way. So that was the first week. I went out, I was sick, and then I was ready to travel back to Austria to see my brother, my family, and to start the bureaucratical things, which is you have to be very strong, you have to keep going, do all the appointments, see the lawyers, the notary. So it was really a struggle between, okay, inside I'm dying and I'm falling apart, but on the outside I decided, that was my approach, to be strong until I realize it actually what happened.
Yeah.
Because one thing is knowing it in your mind, and then the other thing is knowing it emotionally. And
In
I
your
was just,
body.
yes. Yeah, it took a few weeks for me to, and for my body to realize what actually had happened.
Yes.
Yeah, after 2 months in Austria, after the funeral, after the first appointments, you know, and when I came back to Barcelona, I feel that then my personal process of processing it, yeah, my personal processing started when I came back to my place.
Was it difficult for you to just stand up strong in this world and go by your responsibilities while everything inside of you was kind of difficult and you were processing so much? What is it? How is it that you were able to navigate this? Like, also, if I look at myself, it's sometimes difficult for me that when I'm going through times of change to show up as strong as I could be in this world. And it's always difficult to find this balance and power and resilience to go up. What is it that helped you to just plunge back into reality and go by your things?
So after these 2 months that I would say was strong and was dealing with family and more technical things that appear when your father dies, after these 2 months of being strong and to be honest, thinking back, I don't know how I did it. What I remember is the feeling of, okay, I've always got myself. This is now the I need to have my own back, you know? And also, this can sometimes mean ask for support,
Yes.
ask for help, go on out of office. I took a sick leave for 2 months after that. So in total, I had 4 months off. And this was the best decision. I got therapy. I have my friends in Barcelona where I always could reach out. They were very supportive, I have to say. And this is also thanks to me that I have those resources at hand. And so, yeah. And as you say, it's a balance. It's a balance between, okay, what do I need? And then what is needed from the outside.
Absolutely. I think it's amazing that you were like, okay, hey, I'm stopping work, I'm taking a sick leave, I really need time to process. I think it's hard for people to just step out of their everyday life and just sit with themselves. And sometimes their responsibilities are, it's also somehow the whole world is now designed where it's just keeping us in responsibilities going and going and going by. The world doesn't give us actual balance to be with ourselves. This is something up to us to design our life in a way to find balance.
Yes.
But just to take a sick leave and sit with yourself and process it, I think it's amazing. So this is something I would like to take with me because I sometimes get carried away with my responsibilities and I don't give as much time for myself to process what is happening, especially when there's so much going on that you actually need to sit with yourself so that your mind can really understand what is happening and let your body understand it as well, not just in your mind. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and I think the word here is coherence.
Coherence.
So when we actually synchronize our heart and our mind and our body with breathing, this is what I had to learn, and I had the opportunity to learn it. Maybe the hard way, but I did, and I'm happy I got the opportunity to really also go deeper in healing. You know, you can do it in so many layers. There are so many energetically, physically, also your mind.
Absolutely. Yes, there's so many things we could always do. But how, when your father passed, did you try to suppress emotions? Did you try to escape from something? Or were you aware of, okay, I really need to feel this. What should I do? How was your approach? What was your state of mind?
Yeah. So I grew up with my mom and my brother. So to give you a little context, so I observed a single mom and my brother struggling, and so I choose to take full responsibility for myself because I didn't know how to else deal with this stressful environment, which also meant sometimes suppressing emotions or holding back, not having someone where I could open up, and also didn't know how to fully feel things, you know? So obviously at school you don't really talk about, at least 20, 30 years ago, we did not really talk about these situations or even emotions or emotional awareness. So this is something that I had to learn as I grew older, actually, to, okay, how do I actually feel? How do I connect to my own emotions? Are these even my emotions, or is this someone else's feeling? And yes, at first, I tend to overthink. So I'm a very logical, analytical person too. I was lost. That's why I said, okay, I have to go on sick leave. I really have to. I feel I need other strategies. This whole thinking or overthinking, this doesn't really help me. No. And I went to therapy. I have energetic healers who did also energetic clearing and detaching. Yeah. So I believe in holistic medicine, you know, in the holistic approach. And that's what I did. And I started journaling, for example. I love writing.
Journaling,
Yes,
writing,
I love
absolutely.
I love
Yes.
writing. I almost forgot.
Yes.
It's such a lovely tool to express what's there. And you know,
Absolutely.
nowadays you can just take your phone and write.
Absolutely.
If you have an
It's
idea,
always there.
it's always
It's
there.
always
So
there.
use it.
Just to let everything out,
Yes.
to understand, you know, like you
Yeah.
have this thought you write and you break down the thoughts and you could stem from one thought to another. Because when it's all in the head, you cannot follow a train of thought. One thought, then the next, it goes away.
Exactly.
And you cannot understand all that goes on in your body. Writing is magical. Yes. Just reflecting and writing what's inside. It's, to me, I see it as a doorway, a gateway to your inner world, to your inner universe. And it's like, it has always been the most healing thing for me. As in, it helped me process everything I've ever been through. I've never been to therapy. I've never been to anything. I think it would be amazing if I try. For me, writing was always something that just helped me go by everything in my life.
Yes.
And so I always keep it with me. I always have notebooks or my phone, and it's like,
Yeah.
it's alien practice wherever you go.
Yes, exactly. And you know, once you express, that's what I've learned, that expression, human expression, we have so many ways to express, and we would call it maybe art, you know. We are art makers. Our expression itself is art. So we can use it. I can use my body to dance it out,
Yes.
you know, to shake it out. I remember, I think when I came back to Barcelona, one of the first things I did was going to the beach with my headphones and
Yes.
just dance it out.
Yes.
That was so releasing and healing, I tell you. And I didn't even realize people were like looking and telling me, "Oh, you're dancing lovely." And I used to be super shy and not
Yes.
do anything in public. So that was very healing.
What helped you overcome this shyness that you had? What is it? I also feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up not as a very shy kid, but always slightly in the back. Like
Yeah.
I had this kind of shyness in me. But I feel like maybe it's there now, maybe it's not, but I've somehow there's things that helped me overcome it in a way where just to be free to express at least this in this sense. What is it that helped you overcome your shyness? Or just to stand up, you know, to show up as yourself, to take some space.
Yeah, that was, I didn't learn it overnight.
Same.
That's obviously also a process. And I would say it started with stepping up or standing up for myself, which was moving to Barcelona. That was the first decision I made for myself.
Okay.
And I went alone, and I'm still super proud. You will always hear this. Barcelona is a big, big step in my life, and then I had to practice also. I love reflecting and also reflecting about myself. So I consider myself very aware or conscious of what's going on. Obviously, you also have to practice this to constantly connect with yourself. And then first thing to
Day by day thing.
Exactly, to accept, hey, okay, right now I'm shy, and then I can express it. And simply by acknowledging this and expressing this, already I feel so much relief. Like friends are like, don't be shy, it's all good. And I practice also feeling safe within myself, so that, don't worry what others think.
Yeah.
We want to be at that point where, at least where I do not worry what others think about me, and maybe I can even inspire them, and but mostly I always want to be authentic, like express myself authentically. Sometimes I still can't do it, but I'm trying, to always speak my truth from the heart, and yeah.
I like how you try to meet yourself exactly where you are instead of like, this is what you said by I reflecting and I feel safe with who I am at this phase where I am in my life.
Yes.
It's like you're not trying to jump steps on your journey. You're really meeting yourself exactly where you are. I think that's amazing. I think that's the only way to fully integrate all that we are at the current space and then find our steps forward.
Yeah.
But yes, I also feel like how you described it, somehow, like, was it your path towards like fully being authentic that is helping you on your journey?
Well, thank you for seeing me and
See, of
acknowledging
course.
that first. And yes, when I got some feedback at school from schoolmates, classmates, and it was almost every classmate said the same thing. They wrote just one phrase, and the basic message was, you are very authentic and honest and a calm person.
So you've been like that ever since you were a child, somehow.
I would say more as an adult person. And it surprised me a little bit because at that point, I still was not fully expressing myself. So obviously they saw potential and I saw it too. And I said, yes, I want to be that person. I want to be present with myself, with others, and authentic.
Yes.
Which also can mean, oh, I have a bad day today, or I'm not very social today, or yay, let's go out and party, And that's what you said, meeting myself at where I'm at right now, without necessarily wanting to change it, just sitting with it. And I sat with my grief, I sat with all these emotions. I learned how to do this, and I'm still learning it also with my angry parts, let's say, and my raging parts. I'm still learning how to express these more authentically, especially as a woman, to connect more with the fiery, angry, wild woman,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. Wild woman archetype.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. How did, let's go back, how did the death of your father change you, or if it did change you, or change your perception of life and how you express yourself? Did it have an impact on this?
Oh, yes, 100%. So I realized that the life I was living was not what I wanted for myself. And of course, with a person suddenly dying, you are confronted with your own mortality.
On mortality.
And you realize, oh, I'm already at that age. I'm still young, people would say, but I already have some experience in life. So I said, no, life is too short sometimes. And my learning, of course, my lesson that I also see, yes, as a blessing is do not waste your time with things that do not fulfill you or do not give you energy, that drain you, that make you tired, or even not liking your own life anymore.
Yes.
So 6, 7 months after that, almost a year after it, I quit my job.
Wow. Yes.
Yay, I quit my office job. So, and from there started another journey, you know?
Yes. A whole
I'm so
different
proud.
life.
Yes.
Yes. I think we often think of like the hard things that happen to us, and we hate these situations, like when something bad happens to us. But as we go by in our life, we always at one point realize that this was exactly the shift that we needed all the time. It's always these
Yes.
hardships that have the biggest impact on us.
Yeah.
That like, hey, wake up, you know,
Yes.
time for something changed. There's a trigger, there's emotions again. And it's always like this. But wow. And how was it like quitting your job? Was it easy? Was the job draining you in the first place?
So the job was the reason I could move to Barcelona. So at first, I'm so happy because it came to me. I'm really very grateful. I think this was divine guidance, and I needed to go, to leave Vienna, to go to Barcelona. These things had to happen, yes,
Yes.
and it felt like a big wake-up call.
Yeah.
I forgot the question.
um, was it hard leaving your job?
My job. Oh, well,
Was it
actually,
draining you at first place?
at first, no. Of course, you move to a new city,
It
everything
gave
is
you the
exciting.
possibility to come to Barcelona. At least
Yes.
that's something big.
Yay. Oh, I'm so grateful for the job even because I made new friends, I saw new structures, and the thing is, I had a vision of the office, and the office looked exactly like that. So I knew, okay, I'm in the right
Yeah,
place,
in the right place.
right now. So
Even though it doesn't fully align with you, you knew that this is a step in my journey.
exactly. That was a risk that I had to take, you know, coming here without ever seeing Barcelona. It was the first time. I just said, okay, I'll move here and let's see what happens. I never did that.
Awesome.
I used to
What
be
a leap.
so, yes,
See?
yes, thank you.
The greater the leap, the greater the reward, the blessings.
Yeah. So in the end, it was not hard leaving the job. I already realized after, you know, coming back from sick leave, and I moved into a new team, and I couldn't really reconnect with my, let's say, old life, with my old work life in the office. So I had to be fully honest with myself. Took me a while.
Yeah.
And I already had found something else that I was more interested in. So I said, okay, now is the time. And you know, on Valentine's Day was my last day in the office.
Amazing.
And so now on Valentine's Day, I also celebrate the love,
yes,
the love
the
for
courageous step that you took.
exactly, and the love for myself, that I
Nice.
did this for myself.
Wonderful. Now Valentine's Day is even more special.
Yes.
That's two sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? What was the exact shift that was like, hey, I'm really quitting. I'm not doing this. What made you feel this? It's like quitting jobs for most people is like, it's a whole reality breakdown. It's like, oh, I need to quit my job. What then? And then I feel lost. Did it make you feel lost, or did it make you feel excited for what's coming next? You know, it could go both ways or both together.
Well, yes. Yes, everything you said. So, yes, and yes. So,
yes, and yes.
It takes, of course, emotional stability and safety to make a decision like this. And I had that from, from all the past months of therapy and healing sessions and coaching. So I really recommend getting support, especially in these times when something like this happens. And then I started a new education to become a theta healing practitioner. This gave me, perspective. Okay, I could do this in the future. This is a new job opportunity that I have now. I'm a theta healer now. And then I went to an event of Nico, which was called the Heart Fest, and it was all about heart connection and art as well, and how to express and to be safe in your expression, and how can I give that space to others to express themselves. And I saw myself in so many other people, and I saw, hey, I can hold myself. So that's when I decided, okay, now is the time. I feel I have the tools, I have the resources, and also financially I had a little, buffer. I had wasn't broke or anything. Also thanks to my dad, of course. So I said, okay, I'm doing this for myself. I can do it now. Yeah. It's time.
Amazing.
Yes.
Wow, was it like also inspiring for you to... What inspired you? Was it inspiring to be around all these people that were doing their thing, that were doing the work or their own thing? Because it's always, for me, even when I came to Barcelona, that was like the biggest shift for me. I came here and I'm suddenly surrounded by all these people that, like, each person is adding a little bit of themselves into this world, a piece of their soul. And I'm like, wow, this gave me so much inspiration for me to feel like, hey, it's time for me to do something, if all of these people are also doing it and it looks so natural to them, I can also embark on this journey myself. And it's not that I didn't have it in me, but it's that seeing everyone, especially here in Barcelona, each person doing his own thing, and how supportive everyone around them is, and actually the impact that they're having on the people around them and the impact that they had on me was like, Tarek, hey, that's your sign again, that's your opportunity to do your thing, whatever that thing is, whatever what was on my mind. It filled me up with so much inspiration. Like, really, I remember sitting in my bed and I'm like, wow, these people are really doing their thing. They're doing their thing. They're walking their own hard path. And yes, many go through really difficult times, but that's a whole beautiful journey. It's like an adventure, It's an adventure without hardship, without struggle. It's just a straight road. It's not fun.
Yeah.
And so now I'm at this place where just being surrounded by people is giving me all this inspiration. That's more than enough for me. That was more than enough. And communities,
Yes.
they're everything. They
Yes.
make you feel seen. They are there for you.
Mm-hmm.
They listen to you, and you listen to them. It's always a no expectation thing where we're just there for each other. Communities is the biggest shift I think that happened to me. Being part of communities is what helped me most. Absolutely. And yeah, just communities. Amazing.
Yes, I love what you said about being inspired by others and actually surround yourself with
Yeah.
the right people. This is also in Barcelona a little challenging, I would say, and I consider myself very lucky
Mm-hmm.
to have found my communities here. And yeah, there's a saying that show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are, and that makes sense.
Absolutely.
So yes, to your question, it's yeah. So I switched teams and I also met new people even before I decided to quit. And yes, I got some inspiration. And then my Theta healing mentor approached me, and I had another perspective again, and I felt very inspired. Yes. So actually, yes, having a safety net, let's say, or this community where you can lean onto a little bit, like the shoulder we all sometimes need. This is so important. I cannot say it enough that community is really something, and that coming from me, and maybe women can also relate to this. I for a long time felt I don't need any help. I can do everything on my own.
I'm a strong, independent
I'm a strong,
woman by
independent
myself.
woman. Exactly. Let's break these thinking patterns a little bit.
I
And
really want to hear what you think about all
yes,
this.
embrace that we are not an island, and that we are made for community. I mean, the first thing is we enter a family, so we are not alone. You are part of a family.
I love this. I love this. Really. Something I see is, look, there's a fine line between being independent and like being alone. It's different thing. I fully honor and appreciate the women that try to become strong and become independent and everything. I see what they're doing, but their reward or what actually happens to them is that they actually become fully independent. And that's not the goal. That's not really what they truly wanted. What they wanted is, I believe, the ability to, I got myself. And that's beautiful. And I trust myself. And that's amazing. But by their strong determination to be independent, they are losing the sense of what you said, to be in communities. We're born in families, we're born as one with others. And this strong, independent, to me, I see what it is. And I think it's important for women to develop their own ability to actually do things on their own if it's necessary.
Yes, that's important. Yeah.
But then they're running away from help. And they feel like help is wrong. They won't ask for help. They feel like if I ask for a man's help or for another woman's help, maybe. But for my case, what I'm talking is mostly another man. It's they feel like they're weak if they did it.
Yes, there's a lot of shame around.
There's shame. Yes,
around
that's the
this.
word.
And this is a collective thing that we are experiencing here, because we, in this system, let's say also in school systems, you are compared because you're getting grades, so we compare each other, and then what you learn is not how to teamwork, but how to work for yourself. And I'm not saying it's happening everywhere, it's from my experience. And what I am also still learning, or had to learn, is how to ask for help, and that it's, dissolve all this shame around it and say, hey, it's, who am I to think I can do everything on my own? It's not possible. I'm not God. I'm not I don't have superpowers, you know, in this way that I can solve everything. And why would you suffer? I decided, okay, no, it's hurting myself more.
Absolutely.
I have to stop this, and it's very hard. Sometimes it's still hard to admit, hey, you know what? I need help. Please take my backpack for a second. I really appreciate that you offered a hand. And even in small things, you can practice with small things first, and then go bigger later. But yeah, that's a good start.
It was difficult for you again to start asking for help, like, or at least growing up, did you have this sense of I want to be strong and independent? Also, maybe that you, I think I heard you were raised by a mother. Was it, did you grow up with a sense of I need to be a strong masculine, have this
Yes.
strong masculinity in you? Was
Yes.
there a big imbalance for you?
Exactly. Yes. Talking about a masculine and feminine, let's say, potentials or energy, even. Yes. It's more natural for men to offer help and to act and to wanting to solve things, and for women to receive and to, you know, be more the emotional part, express, and the softness, you know. We mentioned strong independent women. They, what I see is they lose their softness. We are all competitive and comparing each other. So of course, as a kid, I didn't know what else to do. My strategy was to model my mom and be a strong and good girl.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I knew. I knew how to do this. I knew how to get good grades, how to learn, how to study, how to please others. And somehow I still found my creative expression. I'm actually happy that was there. I started writing my diary when I was 12.
That's wonderful to have at a young age, yes.
Yes, and then also with my music lessons, I learned playing different instruments. I was singing, so this was really my, how do you call that? Ventil, no?
Your way
channel.
For your channel.
Yes, my channel to express my inner world. Yes.
Also, this is to also maintain your feminine side somehow.
Yeah, somehow, exactly.
Music, dance,
yes,
expression. Yeah. Somehow, in my worldview, at least, I see there's there's an imbalance between. There's way more masculine energy in the world than feminine. Within men, lots of men, I say this from my life, men are afraid of emotions. I grew up with the sense of, hey, men don't cry, men are strong. And it always taught me that, just in my subconscious, that emotions are bad, they're weak, they're feminine. And in my subconscious, feminine was bad. But I've grown to realize that we all have both masculine and feminine.
Yes.
And that it's our wholeness to integrate both. And today's world, it's in women and in men. In my worldview, I see there's so much more masculine energy, like way more masculine energy, and that's the biggest imbalance. There's so much structure in this world. There's so much independence and strong. And yes, I wish for men to feel their emotions, to express, to be creative, to be in touch with their bodies and not only their minds, to dance, to do something feminine, whatever feminine is to you. It's like you're whole in both. You have both in you.
Yes.
If you want to suppress one, then you're half human. You're not fully human. And so it's crazy.
Yeah. I love what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, men need to hear this too, because I think there's even like some toxic masculinity between men, between guys even.
We have become against each other, so much competition. This macho strong man, this and we lost the sense of community between humanity. All of us, men, women together, men, women, all genders, and so we lost the sense of community and support. We compete against each other rather than lifting each other up. I see this more in man. I love the women's circles and how women go with each other. I think that's beautiful. But hey, men need that too, maybe. We need to sit with each other and actually express whatever we go through. Men don't. They keep everything to themselves so bad. And this is also why community to me was amazing, because I saw everyone expressing freely. I'm like, I suddenly like relaxed to the point where I can express without judgment. And this is where healing begins, you know, when people are not judging you and you're not judging them and you're just listening intently.
And also not judging yourself, I would say. A lot of people are, and me too, I was so critical with myself, so judgy and, you know, suppressing myself, pushing myself down, and this is not healthy. So I realized, no, I need to stop this negative self-talk. And now I put, you know, post-its on the mirrors. They say you're amazing, or have a nice day, have a great day. Yes, some anchors to remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to cheer myself up. I learned that I can meet others the way I meet myself. So what I practice daily is some self-encouragement, and you know, people talk a lot about self-love, and I was, for a long time I was like, what is this even? What do you all mean? I mean, help me out here. What's self-love? I already love all the other people. What is there to love about me, you know? And that's a big question for me.
What is self-love to you?
To me, it is being connected with myself, being connected with my heart, with my needs, with my wishes, with my desires, without judging. Letting them be and see them, and also every part of me. You know, there's
part of you.
Exactly, there's parts work, there is shadow work. I entered shadow work last year. I tried some ceremony, some plant medicine, and it's the lesson for me there was, hey, you don't need to dance with the other woman right now. You need to be with yourself. And that was such a big learning for me, such a big lesson to say, hey, okay, focus on yourself first. You are already amazing, and you can see all the beautiful things instead of, you know, criticizing this and that, or how you look, or how you dress, whatever. No, I said, okay, Stefanie, what is self-love? Let's start this journey. And I sat with myself and accepted myself the way I was.
Wonderful, like to learn about self-love.
Yes.
No, these are things we're never taught. This is our responsibility. We're never taught self-love. Also, loving others is not something you're really taught. It's I see life as it's like a constant education, a constant school. You know, we have the opportunity to learn from everything. Sometimes things are better kept as they are. Sometimes, you know, things happen. I don't want to think about them. They were as amazing as they are, you know, and I keep them. But yeah, how is it that you deal with self-judgment now? Do you still have it with you? Do you judge parts of yourself? Or do you think you're free from it? If you could be.
Well, I love that you said life is like a school, or always an opportunity to learn and to have lessons brought to us. Yes. So, and I also believe that it, at first it felt a little dismotivating to me to say it never ends. And at the same time, I also don't want it to end, because if I knew everything and I could already die, you know, I could stop making the experience of life. And of course, I don't want to attract something like this again. That obviously I have still have my mom, and I'm very grateful. And now I know that there will always be something, you know, some challenges, and I cannot avoid that. And now I see this more as, I see other people as mirrors, for example. People talk about triggers, you know, and I say, hey, okay, that's something inside of me that still needs to be seen and acknowledged to be healed and transformed. So yes, it actually you can always learn something.
So it is through people that you see yourself? How do you describe this? Like, through what you said people are mirrors, like through what you see in people is what you have in you, and then you reflect on that and learn from that?
Yes, for example, if I notice something I don't like about the person, well, why is that? Is it their expression? Is it the way they talk? Is it their voice? Is it because they are influencers on Insta? And what is it exactly that triggers me, quote unquote? That's like touching me deeply inside, because it touches me. So, and that's where I like to go deeper, to reflect, maybe even approach that person to just try
understand what this
to
is
understand
about, you know?
exactly. Because one thing is, of course, I can try to understand mentally, like with the mind, and another thing is to understand it with the body and you know, with the heart.
Yeah, it's like usually this is something people find hard to accept, but what you hate in people is either what you hate in yourself or what you envy. It can be also envy. Oh, envy is the worst emotion in the world.
Yeah, it shows you what you maybe deeply want for yourself. And then the question is, okay, why are you not there yet? And there's nothing wrong with that.
And the question also is, why are you hating on the other person? You know, it's both. It's the two coin, two sides.
Yeah.
But it's this that most people really don't want to look at. You know, the things they hate in people are usually what they hate in themselves. They usually have it in them. People are mirrors. And so that's how I see it, at least. But people don't want to face it to reality that this is how it is. And so they took back and they keep it away from them.
Yeah.
But I like how you said, no, you look at it and you try to understand it. I think that's the approach to life as a school. And that's the way of growth, at least. I would not say the right way, it's the way of growth.
Yeah, for me too. Yes, that's my approach now.
Yeah. I would like to know what is femininity to you? This is something like when I first met you is what I found so interesting about you. But what is femininity to you? How would you describe the process of stepping into your feminine? How was it for you to step into your feminine?
Okay.
And embrace it.
So, femininity for me is actually enjoying that I'm a woman, first thing. So, the biological part, of course. And then I could notice that we have in society too, and also in teachings, we have feminine attributes and masculine attributes, obviously. That's also more or less the nature of masculine and feminine, for the feminine to be softer, for example, and for the masculine to be stronger in whatever way you want to see it, physically or also with action, to do more. You could say, okay, men were the hunters, or even in society it reflects on, okay, men have to bring home the money, etc. And but we are, I'm happy we are a little easier on that now, on these structures, these rigid, because this is too rigid.
It's becoming more fluid.
Yeah, exactly. It's fluid, as you say. That's a feminine quality, I would say.
Fluidity.
Yes, to also go with the flow.
Adaptability, fluidity,
exactly.
change.
Yes, change, exactly. These are all feminine qualities, and of course, it can't happen without the masculine to hold it, to contain it. So it's really like this yin yang sign, that cycle with we have both in us, and femininity is enjoying. To me, it's enjoying myself, enjoying the harmony with nature. It's also enjoying how to to dress up, or to put makeup on, or to choose,
feel yourself.
Yes, to choose how I look, the details, and then just randomly start singing in the woods, or it's really about these emotions, to really feel life to the fullest, and then also express it. Also express it in and out, exactly, like the cycle, like the energies. It has to flow, and of course it cannot without a container, with my space, with
Dancing was the thing that taught me most, because it's also music in, body out. You dance it,
Yes.
And it's like, just I moved and I danced, and I'm like, hey, this is amazing. And to me, I used to be shy, I would not express myself, especially I wouldn't dance crazy, I wouldn't do anything. But then when you dance crazy, you're like, oh, it's absolutely fine. And then when you stop caring what other people think, it started freeing me, even mentally, that I can dance. Now I could get up and dance here. And I would not care if anyone saw. And so it freed me mentally and physically. And so to me, this was the biggest thing that helped me balance myself, because I had the tendency to be so much in my masculine. So
yes. The masculine.
There's always certain things that help us balance everything out. What acts of what things keep you in your feminine, personally?
I have to tell you, I actually had to practice this, because I was also more in my masculine, and being in even the office job, you have your structures. There is, there's no color. Literally, we all look the same. We do the same. There's no flow, really. So what I practiced, apart, of course, from singing and listening to music and doing the dancing classes, that really helped. Also to trust the masculine again, to trust the leaders,
surrender,
and to
trust,
surrender.
absolutely.
Exactly, surrender. That's a very big feminine practice, actually, to allow others to guide you, to hold you. So it is, for me, talking more with friends about how I feel. So to let them receive me, but then also to receive, to go to a massage, to spoil myself a little bit, to to dress up nice and go out to a date with myself, for example.
Cute.
Or with friends. Yes. And wear more dresses. I was never a dress person, really, and I was always feel so, maybe it felt unnatural to me, because I was always too masculine, and going to wear dresses and feel this freedom also. My legs were free and I felt the space also in the pelvic area to feel that openness. And yeah, that all helped me step more into my feminine energy. And as you said, it's about balancing.
Yeah.
Sometimes my masculine side and energy is needed. Sometimes
Absolutely.
I have to set a boundary and say no.
Yeah.
Which is the masculine that protects me, you know?
Yeah. Well, it's like you feel yourself more with what you need. Sometimes people have more masculine, sometimes they have more feminine. It's about each person to find his own balance of things, you know, find his own balance of his own energies.
Yes.
But to embrace it all fully, to embrace all that he is fully. This is also part of our pursuit in life, to understand ourselves. I really think life is a constant journey of self-discovery. Through every experience, through every conversation, through everything, there's a small opportunity to get closer to who you are. And I like to call it to remember.
Yeah.
This is what I like to call it, is to
that.
remember who you are. Because as we were children, life was simple, you know, we were imaginative, creative, we were in contact with ourselves and not lost in thought. And then through societal norms and the education system and the governmental systems that we lived in, we stepped so much away from our nature. And so we started slowly to forgetting who we are. And it's a process of unlearning to get back to yourself, back to yourself.
Yes. I love that. You know, I come from pedagogics too. I studied pedagogics and used to work with kids, so I can totally relate and also confirm this is what happens. We are, even as kids already, we are confronted with systems, with rules, with structures. And I'm not saying this is just all bad. And it can limit yourself sometimes. It can limit other people. It can limit the way you even see yourself. That's what happened with me. And I love that you say remembering. What people call awakening is maybe more of what I would say is remembering who you are. And also, for me, I don't know how much people believe in these sciences or astrology. For me, it was so great to read about my human design profile, also my astrological chart, and other things from numerology that were things that I already knew were true about me. So I'm already connected more with some attributes, potentials, and I feel so seen, and I feel that I'm exactly the way I am supposed to be. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm not saying you should just totally rely on your human design chart or your astrological chart, but it's a very good, let's say, manual for how you function, how you can function. At least that's what it is for me. Since I had my readings, all that in Barcelona, you know, it was in Barcelona, I would say I started the process of remembering myself.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barcelona is a magical city.
Yes.
It's a magical city. Yeah. How has it changed you, Barcelona? How has it changed you over the past 1-2 years?
Yeah.
This city.
I used to say I'm another person. Now I say I'm more myself. Because I started remembering, I started really, you know, declutter and go through all the layers that I had learned. So you said unlearning, I love that. I went through all these things, these layers, and discovered Stefanie. So yeah, I am changed, and I am also the same.
So,
I get to choose who I am, actually. I get to choose who I want to be in every moment, with this person, with that person, with myself, with family. And that's a privilege we all have.
yeah. Our ability to choose, to make a decision.
Yes.
To have some sense of I don't want to say control, but power maybe in moving the course of our lives.
Yes.
Somehow. It's just the decision, the ability to make a decision, at least somehow. It's the only thing that we have, maybe, you know, the only thing that will help us move through life. And we're always, you said before, you were a byproduct of the people around you, but you're also a byproduct of your actions and habits. You know, in the end.
True.
Absolutely.
Yes.
In the end, as free as we can be, and as free as we may be, free-spirited, free mentally, still we're physically human, and our habits shape us.
Yeah.
You know, we have these bodies, and our habits have this impact on our bodies and on the environment. And yeah, we cannot run away from that.
Exactly. That's, I believe, what I did for a long time too. And once I realized, hey, I don't want to see myself as a victim of society. No, I may be a product by it, and I can change that. I can change my surroundings. I can change environment. I can change a lot of things. So why would I focus on things I cannot change? I would rather focus on the things that I love and that I like, and also on the friends and people that, you know, and you know the saying, where focus goes, attention flows. Where energy, what's it?
Yes.
You know it.
Yes.
Where
attention goes, energy flows. See.
Yes. So thank you. So you can decide where you want to focus on.
Nice. Where do you put your energy now in your life? Where are you, if consciously, trying to pour yourself into? Or whether it's self-help or project or like self-development or spirituality or connection with the divine, what is it that you're mostly focused on? What do you think you need?
Yes. Love the question. It's myself. And that's part of my practice every day, to pour into myself, to make sure that I'm filled, my heart is filled, my cup is filled, so that I'm able to then also give, to contribute. So, which is of course my own business, my offerings, be it the theta healing or group sessions or even retreats. Yes, that's in process, work in progress. And my relationships, my friendships, and that, I think, is the biggest learning also for me, because I was never really aware of these relationship dynamics and how to even actively listen or to have a meaningful conversation, like deep talks, you know, like we are having. I didn't really do that with my friends, so I'm also practicing that now with my communities here, and applying this also with family. Yeah, so my energy really goes into, how do I want to live and be in this world? Building, I would say, building myself and my mission or vision for the world.
That's wonderful. That's
Yeah.
your energy on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it's kind of paradoxical and ironic that, like, people call self-love selfish, but
Mm-hmm.
it's really not that way, you know?
Mm.
The more you have the ability to give to yourself,
Yeah.
the more you could give to others.
Yes.
That's how it goes, you know? The more you have love inside of you, the more you could give it to others. The
Mm-hmm.
more you love yourself, the more you could love others. And I like how you said the first thing directly, it's myself.
Yeah.
And through that, everything externally becomes the same way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You start to see it. But I liked most also what you said, friendships. I think
Yeah.
that's something not talked about enough. People talk
Mm-hmm.
about romantic relationships so much
Mm-hmm.
more than friendships.
Yeah.
But hey, friends, you know, it's
Mm-hmm.
a friendship is also something I wouldn't say needs to be worked on, but yes, needs to be
Yes, in
worked
a
on.
way,
Yes,
yes.
absolutely. As natural as it may seem sometimes, and some friendships feel like they are absolutely effortless,
Uh-huh.
but the relationship can be always beautifully developed. And
Yes.
friendships are so beautiful, you know? You
Mm-hmm.
have this one person that no matter what in the world, you know, they got you
Mm-hmm.
with a blink of eye. Hey,
Yes.
what is it? I'm here.
I'm here. Mm.
I think that's the most beautiful gift of humanity. Again, I would say this again. Friendships, and it's good that you pour this into your relationships. If I look at my life, the most important thing for me that I've learned the hard way by losing many people and by
Mm-hmm.
being too focused on my work and mission
Mm-hmm.
is I used to not take care of my friendships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, I used to be working, studying, learning. Just, you know, I had my focus on one direction and I was too blinded by all the amazing people that were around me. And I lost people. Of course I did. I wasn't mentally there with them or emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And later on, I found myself at one point in my life fully alone. Like, I was so low and I couldn't go to someone to ask for help, to talk,
Yeah.
just talk, not even help. And at this point, I realized the importance of relationships in my life.
Mm.
When I felt like, okay, I really lost everyone because my focus was all on work. I'm like, this is something, you know, I need to learn this. I need to value the people that are in my life.
Yes.
And then not only because people would be there for me, but I saw value and beauty in friendships themselves. You know, it's not only because, hey, they will be there for me in hard times.
Mm-hmm.
No. That's a byproduct of it, something beautiful that comes with friendships. But it was more about the beauty of a connection and relationship that you have with someone. You know, in the end, as we said, we're communities, we're born in
Yes.
families.
Yeah.
And I believe we're not limited by blood families. We're not
Mm-hmm.
limited by the people
No.
that we were born with, but families is the people we love, the meet that we
Yeah.
encounter in life. This is family and
Mm-hmm.
this is friendship also. And now I think I put my relationships all the way before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Of course,
Mm-hmm.
it's myself and my relationships because it's both ways.
Yes.
Um, but yes, to me now relationship is like my people.
Mm.
You know, friendship is what I live for. Connection is what I live for.
Yeah.
Conversations like this is
Mm-hmm.
what makes life worth living.
Mm.
And I feel it deeply. I'm glad for whatever I was going through so that I can fully understand this
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful space to be in.
Yes. And yeah, how lucky are we that we can also choose, you know, you can choose and be also selective. I recommend also being selective with friends, because obviously we cannot be friends with everyone. We only have
Yeah.
so much energy. And that's the beauty of life. I cannot be friends with everyone, and I get to choose my people, as you said. And of course, it also requires commitment.
Yeah.
which is something I'm also practicing now, because I also want that in my relationships. So what I recently have been experiencing is some adjustments, let's say, in my relationships, because I would never put boundaries and also not really express what I needed. So now what I did was telling my friends, okay, my focus is now a little bit more on myself. This is not personal. This is just what I need, and I would appreciate the space. And now I'm slowly coming back to the friends I choose to continue the relationship with, and I choose to commit to this.
Commit to
Yes.
focus on. We have
Yes.
limited energy also.
Yeah.
Actually, no, love has lots of energy, but it's to build depth needs to
Yes.
come from less, you know?
Yeah.
If you have 200 people, you cannot have so much deep depth with it, you know? But two close people to you, this is depth. This is where
Yes,
depth comes
exactly.
from, you know? You need, yes, if depth is what you're seeking, then it's less people.
Yes, that's it for
And
me.
it comes in like different phases in life. Some phases, hey, I need to be around so many different and everything. And then sometimes you're like, step back, you know, I want my close people and develop some deep bonds, you know?
Yes, yeah.
And then you consciously select, and that's amazing. Yeah. What is it from your journey, everything you've been through, that how is everything that you've been through, you know, becomes an anchor or a tool for you for your goals and visions and what you want to give to your life? Like, how has your journey had impact to what you want to do?
Yeah. So my journey brought me, I would say, back to myself. We said remembering, and this is basically the journey I've been through for the last 2-3 years, I would say, specifically. And then I realized, okay, this is my power. I call it power of presence. The power of being present with myself, and then with others, with the world. And then also, of course, you mentioned spirituality or the divine. That's it for me too. So to realize how everything is connected, that we are all connected and also guided. And what I want to do is, well, I actually want to be an inspiration for others.
Yes.
Through my own practices, through my living example.
Yeah.
And of course through what I have to offer to people.
I love this.
Thank you.
Yeah. I love how you said to be. Yes. Being is the highest form of action, honestly.
Yeah, it's existence, you know, and we all exist. We have that consciousness, and we can develop that consciousness of, hey, I exist, and then you exist, and then we exist, and let's make the most and best out of it. That I see this as a collective responsibility.
Beautiful. Awesome. I then wish you all the best for this wonderful journey.
Thank you,
Seriously.
Tarek. Thank you.
Like, thank you for being so open, vulnerable, and sharing really hard parts of your journey, because also you went through them again when you talked them now. I appreciate this, really. Thank you so much.
Of course.
This is very brave of you to actually just show up. Don't take this for granted. I hope you recognize the strength that you also have within you. It's amazing.
Thank you, Tarek, and thank you for giving me the space, the safe space to fully express and open up.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Stefanie,
Thank
wonderful.